Hey folks, welcome to Testing Hacks. In this video, we will learn about multidimensional arrays. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. So, in the previous video, we saw what is single dimensional or 1D array, right? So here we are talking about multidimensional array. Multidimensional array is an arrays of array. It says, it is an array of array. Each element of multidimensional array is an array itself. For example, in mathematics, you might have worked on the matrix, which was rows versus column, right? So this is how it looks, row and column. So this is the zeroth row, 1 and then 2, and this is zeroth column, 1, 2, and 3. In arrays, if you remember how it will store, the index will start from 0. So that is how it will start storing the values. So here this value is 0. Okay. So it will first element will be stored in the 0th position. So it will become a of 0 versus 0, 0 comma 0. Okay. And then in the same way, this is a 0 comma 1, which is 0 is the row and then 1 is the column. So here the first index represents row and then the second index represents the column. Okay. So this is how it looks. Let's see how the syntax looks like. So syntax is data type, and then we have to specify the array name, and with the keyword new, array will be the memory to the will be allocated. Okay, and then data type and then x comma y. Here we have to specify the rows and columns. So here is an example. So let's take an example. Here we are defining integer type and then with rows and columns 3 and 4. How does it look is, say here we have 1, 2 and 3. So 3 is the number of rows, okay, and then 4 columns, 1, 2 and then 3, 4. So this is the 0th index, this is first index, and then this is second index. Okay, column wise 0, 1, 2 and then 3. So now in position of 0 comma 0, I want to store a number 3. So then I can store it. If I want to further access this value, I can directly go ahead and call the array, which is ARR, array of 0 comma 0. Then this particular value will be fetched. Suppose in case 0 comma 1, in this if I store the value 1, I can access that. So in the same way, this row and column, and here suppose say I'll 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 6, 8, 2, 3, 0, 1 and then 5. So in all this is basically a matrix format, which is multi-dimensional. More than one we are calling. In case of a single dimensional array, we could have just accessed it like it was like this, just single dimensional. We can say it was just like this, 0, 1, 2, 3. It was we were fetching it based on specific index, right? But here we have more than one index, multi-dimensional. So we have to consider row and then column because it is stored in a table format or matrix format. Let's create a new class. Sarc new and then class. Let's say multi-dimensional array and check this public static void main finish. So now first we will declare the array. So if you remember, we learned the syntax in array, or let's name this as num1 is equal to new int of, we will specify 3 comma 4 or 3 cross 4 we can say. Okay, so here if I want to look through a specific item, I need to initialize it. But before that, before initializing, let's go through this array. How does it print? int int I is equal to 0, I less than num1 dot length, okay, and then I plus plus. What happens? What should happen now? According to you, what should happen now? What should it print? Let's print num1 of I. So we just have looped through one specific array, that is 3. Let's see what is the output now. It just randomly gave some value, right? But our expectation is, suppose say I'll print for again, because as it is mentioned, multi-dimensional array is array of array. We have to go inside the array and get the value. Okay. First we loop through the first element or the first 3 rows. Now we will go to the column for int j is equal to 0, j less than num1 of I, okay, dot length, and then j plus plus. So what should be the output now? We will also loop through this j also and close the bracket. Okay, let's run this. So if you see, we got series of zeros because we have not initialized value to any element or any array, right? So we just got it randomly. Let's give some space over here. Let's not use println, it will print in the next line. So let's give plus here and then little space so that we will see. So yeah, it just print in the sequence or series. Let's also print another system or dot println. So now we will run it. Yeah. So 3 cross 4. We got 3 cross 4. This is the matrix that we have defined. Okay. So it is as simple. First, we will have to loop through the first iteration, which will take the value of 3. Okay. Once this is iterated, again we have to write another for loop where we will compare the value of this and then we will iterate until the length of the num1 of I. Okay, and then we will print that particular statement. So now let us assign some values. Say num1 of 0 cross 0, 0 cross 0. Let's assign a value 1. Okay, and same way we will assign it for couple of them. 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. 0, 1 cross 2, and then 0 cross 3 and 2 cross 1. Okay, let's save and then let's run it. So yeah, we can see that the output in the output also we got the value whatever we have assigned it. So what one thing, let's change this value to something 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will save and then run it. Yeah. So in the same way, we can even go ahead for three-dimensional array which will be having I, J, and K. You have to iterate through each of them. Okay, and here in this case we are just taking I cross J, and also we can also consider 2 cross 2 matrix as well. So we just consider this matrix. Let's comment this out. We will run it. So now in this case, it should print only two values, two rows and then two columns. Okay. So this is how multi-dimensional array looks like. Hope this was useful for you. If you have liked this video, please do like it and then share it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.